The coolest new anti-meta Trick Room team just made day 2 of the Grand Champions Festival Encore. This team, made by Shiny Sopheon, features some unique Pokemon like Hisuian Avalugg and Hisuian Decidueye. With sturdy, Hisuian Avalugg has a built-in Focus Sash. It has Wide Lens plus Rock Slide to make them 99% accurate, Wide Guard to protect teammates, and its signature move Mountain Gale was recently buffed from 100 to 120 base power. And Hisuian Decidueye can ignore Rage Powder because of its grass typing, and Nuke with Life Orb close combats, not worrying about ghost types or Intimidate because of Scrappy. Let's break down the team even more and use it for ourselves. We are absolutely back with some Trick Room Mega Kangaskhan. We have Noobish here. This team was made by Shiny Sopheon. Big shout out to them. So Kangaskhan is really unique because obviously it's able to attack twice due to Parental Bond. So you can get a double Fake Out, you can get a double edge, and a double edge, nice. The quad edge, and didn't want to say that. And we also have, unlike last time, Sucker Punch plus a filler move, we have Hammer Arm plus Ice Punch. Hammer Arm is pretty interesting because it allows you to lower your speed in Trick Room, but it also smokes things like King Gambit. So it's a lot stronger than King Gambit. Then Ice Punch allows you to kill things like Garchomp, just taking them clean out. Unless they're Citrus Berry. That's basically the only way that Garchomp can live this. Next up, we have Chandelure. Same mon that we did last time on Trick Room, this combo. Same exact set. Heat Wave, Shadow Ball, Trick Room, Protect. Flash Fire means you don't care about Charizard Y. Your Ghost types are immune to Fake Out. It's almost impossible to stop your Trick Room from being set up if this is next to Kangaskhan. So it's really, really strong in that regard. Because even if they lead like Farigarath plus a Pokemon, you still have Kangaskhan actually attacking things like King Gambit, which would actually threaten Chandelure in that regard. One of the cooler mons on the team is Cragis, the Hisuian Avalugg. I absolutely love this Pokemon. Did you guys know that Mountain Gale got a buff? It is now 120 base power, which is awesome. We're running the Wide Lens on this Pokemon, so we have 93% accuracy on that, and our Rock Slides are 99% accuracy. With the max defense investment, Body Press does like 98% minimum to King Gambit, even if it's max HP, and obviously the non-max HP variants die. Wide Guard is really cool because you can protect the team from Heat Wave and Earthquake. Avalugg actually has a pretty good matchup into Garchomp plus Zard because of Rock Slide plus Mountain Gale. And then Sturdy is basically your secondary Focus Sash. It's so annoying for the team. Chandelure has the first Sash, and this one has the second Sash just built in. Then we have Farigarath. Farigarath is the secondary Trick Room mon for the team. We have Psychic Noise, which is really good into Pokemon like Sinistcha and like Annihilate, stopping them from getting healed. And then we have Thunderbolt to help deal with the rain matchup like Pelipper, Trick Room, of course, and then Protect. Armor Tail prevents us from being faked out ourselves. Whereas you bring Chandelure in like the Sun matchup, you could bring Farigarath in other matchups as well. Hisuian Decidueye, I have used this Pokemon in Draft, in the Wolfie Draft League as of recently, and I really do love this Pokemon. But the Life Orb close combat allows you to knock out our Chaladon straight up. Of course, with Scrappy, you are ignoring Intimidate. The reason it's close combat over Triple L is just for the Oko on our Chaladon. Because you are a Grass type, you ignore the Rage Powder from Sinistcha next to it, which is really nice. Leaf Blade is good into Milotic. Brave Bird allows you to hit Sinistcha for super effective damage, and then Protect. It does have some speed because it allows it to outspeed Brave-natured Incineroar in Trick Room. So if they lead Incineroar plus Farigarath and you decide to lead Decidueye plus whatever, you can actually just close combat straight up the Incineroar next to Farigarath and just not have to worry, and you should be able to outspeed it. And then lastly, we have Chople King Gambit. This is actually a new change. They were not using a Chople King Gambit. They were using Black Glasses during the Encore tournament they were in. But Kowtow, Ironhead, Sucker Punch, and Swords Dance. The idea is that on those like ending turns of Trick Room when people go for Protect, you take advantage of it by going for Swords Dance and just be a giant threat. So that is a squad for today. Let me give you guys the team code. So here is the team ID if you want to use the team yourself. Of course, if the team ID does not work because I replaced it since I'm creating a lot of content, here are the EV spreads. So it should be pretty easy to make for the most part. I really, really like the combination of Avalugg plus Decidueye. I have a lot of experience with them, at least in singles. So I'm very excited to try out this team today. If you guys do enjoy this content, make sure you let me know. Feel free to leave a like. And, if you want to go the extra mile, feel free to subscribe. I'm about 11,000 subscribers away from 500,000, which is a crazy milestone. And if you want to join me on that journey, feel free to, but zero pressure. Also, really quick, while these are still available, we've sold over 70% of the bundles. But if you guys want to pick up my new pokeaimPLUS card, I'm in an official card game. The bundle link is down below. Thanks for all the support, and yeah, let's get right into the games. Okay, so we are fighting Sand. Sand is interesting. Obviously, Avalugg has a pretty unique role here if I want to bring it, because it is able to stop the Earthquake and the Rock Slide combo. I do love Decidueye. Life Orb Decidueye looks absolutely insane in this matchup, allowing me to basically just get up just free close combats on their entire team. There's no resist on their team. So I definitely want to bring Decidueye in the back. We want to worry about Corviknight though. So I'm leaning towards Chandelure plus Kangaskhan. Mainly because I can fake out one and do the other. The other option though is Farigg next to Kangaskhan. And I might actually do this lead just so I'm guaranteed Trick Room. And then from there, go Decidueye. And actually bring Chandelure. Mainly because there's not a lot of Pokemon that could take the combination of Hammer-On plus Heat Wave. I'm basically going off these two, and this gives me guaranteed Trick Room and doesn't care about them. So I'm going to try this combo. Again, this is me learning the team as we're going. I plan on having a longer video today. And yeah, let's just see how it goes. Obviously, I like the Chandelure because I'm extremely scared about Corviknight, right? I want to be able to have that Heat Wave. Look at Heat Wave and look at all their team besides Tyranitar. They should bring Tyranitar, but I can see Sneasler, I can see Golden Go, Corviknight lead too. The only reason I didn't lead Chandelure is because if they lead Tyranitar plus Excadrill, I immediately lose my Sash for no reason, and I probably go down, and I don't end up getting the Heat Wave. Like, I can fake out one, or I can even KO Tyranitar with Hammer Arm, but then I don't get rid of Corviknight. Like, Corviknight's scary in the back. So, we'll see how this goes. And again, this is my first game, I think, into Master Ball after that I got after the Barbarical video, so. Okay, great lead for me. Yeah, great lead for me. Because I get a guaranteed... I think I get a guaranteed Trick Room here. Because I can just fake you out. I'm going to hope that you're bulky enough to be able to live this. And then maybe die to sand. This is what I want, right? Like, we want to fake out Sneasler. That way it can't close combat Noobish. It is Mega Tyranitar. It's going to depend on EVs here. I do think Colbert could have been good here. But it's still not the end of the world, even if we do end up going down. I'm just hoping that Giraffe is EV to live just barely. just barely. Because there's a world where they close combat into Sneasler, or excuse me, into Kangaskhan, and then they go for knockoff into the Giraffe. Again, Colbert could have saved me in this case. They go for upper hand, which, nope, that does not work. It does not work when you have Armor Tail. So we break, well, it's not Sash, it's going to be on Sand, right? It's most likely going to be, or let's see if we live. Oh, they go for Rock Slide, okay. Now, this turn is still very bad for me. This turn is very bad for me if I get flinched. We do manage to get up Trick Room. Awesome. And now we have the freest double attack of our life here because the Giraffe is going to be able to knock out. Oh, and I have Thunderball and Giraffe. Wow, Thunderball and Psychic Noise actually beats Corviknight. That's amazing. I'm realizing, I know that, right, typing-wise. But this is amazing because we're going to actually be able to lower our speed past something like Gambit this turn. They definitely should have went for knockoff, but I think their thought process was if I'm Colbur Berry on the Giraffe, they want to be able to stop the switch and then go from the Red Velvet is King Gambit. Yep. Makes sense. However, they go for Protect, but that's okay. That is definitely okay. We want Farigiraf to go down for the most part. I low-key want to take out Gambit. No, I think I always want to take out Tyranitar here. Just because of Chandelure in the back. So I'll go for this. Positioning-wise, I would like to be in versus Decidueye if they want to go for Kowtow. I could see them going out into... okay, they do switch. That's back into Sneasler? Yeah, I don't care about Sneasler, right? The big thing is I want to get rid of the Tyranitar. So they switch first. We know they're slower. This is better positioning for me. Hey, and we land. And the little baby, come on, little kangaroo. Little Kanga Joe. Yeah. Okay. So we get rid of T-Tar, which is amazing. And Sand turns are being wasted, right? So we're most likely always gonna be able to have the Sash in the back. And now they're in a really interesting situation. Because I can just pick up some KOs next turn. And again, having Chandelure, we get a guaranteed Trick Room. So the Sash is most likely an extra if they have it. Look at Hammer on putting in some work early. That's it. All right, awesome. So basically, I guess their last two mons were Excadrill plus the Kowtow mon. But I feel like that's weird because then you have nothing to resist your own Earthquake. So are you just high horsepower on the team, no Earthquake? Hey, I got 10 battles with the Decidueye. Let's go. Also, if you guys do enjoy this content, feel free to let me know. Feel free to subscribe. I know some people skip ahead from the thing, and I said this before, but I'm on my way to 500,000 subs. I'm about 11,000 subscribers away, and if you want to join me on that journey, feel free to. No pressure, though. You don't feel like you have to subscribe just because I asked. If you enjoy the content, though, feel free to, if you want to see more. But I guess YouTube will recommend it anyway, so who cares at the end of the day. Okay. I do like Chandelure because Chandelure is really strong. I actually do like Avalugg a lot in this game because of those bottom 3 Pokemon specifically. I feel like it's going to be Avalugg, Kingambit in the back. They look really strong into most of their Mons. And then we want something to be able to deal with Staraptor mode if they do that. So I think it's you. Plus you, because we can Ice Punch immediately. If they CC me, that's pretty bad. But I can Trick Room plus Fake Out if they don't bring Giraffe. If they do bring Giraffe and they switch, that's fine. I think we'll go this mode. This seems relatively okay here. Trying to think, Chandelure's really good. But I like the idea of stopping, I like the idea of having Psy Noise to stop Staraptor a lot. And also Bitter Blade, which means I wall Cerulege. Because they won't be able to, if it's the standard bulk up, Bitter Blade, Shadow Sneak, Protect, then my whole team will wall it because they can't attack with it. And also I want Ice Punch into Garchomp immediately if I can. And Mountain Gale's strong as hell, man, I don't care. Alright, oh yeah, this is a great lead for us. Because I immediately get to Ice Punch with my Kangaskhan into Garchomp. I will go for Trick Room if they let me. If they have Imprisoned, so be it. It's not the end of the world because I have Psy Noise, which is something that not a lot of them are running. Obviously, we can't Fake Out here, but again, having the immediate Ice Punch to KO a Pokemon that threatens my Gambit is good. I'm hoping that this mode means they didn't bring Staraptor. They ended up bringing Metagross, which is really good for my Gambit. They go for Rock Slide. They miss on Farigiraf. That's whatever. The big one is not flinching Kangaskhan. It's Life Orb. That did 0. Let's see if we get flinched. If we don't, then we get an Earthquake. We get an Ice Punch off and we kill them. Beautiful. All right, so Garchomp is going to go clean down, immediately doing that. I don't know if they double Trick Roomed here or what they did, but did they Imprison? They went for Psychic. Okay, awesome. So we do end up getting up a Trick Room here, which is nice. And whatever partner comes out next, we're pretty strong into. We haven't shown off Hammer Arm, but then the Ice Punch tech is just putting in some work early on, which is great. I don't care about Farigiraf because I do have Kingambit in the back. It is Metagross mode. Nice. Trying to think what I want to do here. Okay, I'm going to Psy Noise into you and Double Edge. The reason I'm Psy Noising into Farigiraf is to suppress the berry. I'm assuming it stops the berry recovery just based on the properties of Psy Noise. I don't play a lot of VGC, man. I mean, I have been lately, but I don't play it enough. I'm assuming it stops the recovery. So I basically want to get maximum damage off on Farigiraf, right? Because we're no longer fearing Staraptor, we're thinking something like, what else they had in the back? Maybe Cerulege in the back, which would be okay for me. Yeah, so Psy Noise again suppresses a berry. If they want to refresh Trick Room, that's fine too. I'm at full HP and I have my own Citrus Berry. Yep, prevent it from healing. Beautiful. Yeah, it should suppress a berry. And we just get massive amount of damage. Yeah, we just want this massive damage. So we want no berry recovery, no nothing. We want it to be able to go down next turn. We don't care if this Mon goes down. And they go for Stomping Tantrum. So they know they're not body press. Awesome. So Nubish goes down. They can refresh the Trick Room if they want to, but I don't care. And they go right for Trick Room again. That's fine by me. And this is exactly why we brought Kingambit here. So now we have the, we go for Trick Room again. No reason not to. And we go for Kowtow into Metagross. Because they're Stomping Tantrum and not Body Press, there's not really, if I was not Black Glasses, I did change it from Black Glasses to Chopple because Shiny Sopheon said so. And then last Mon should always lose to Avalugg. I'm pretty sure we live this. I'm pretty positive we live this. This is a Kingambit. It's max HP. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I know we live that for sure. I'm a giraffe. This Mon doesn't die. Y'all seen the memes on Twitter? This Mon lives like 2 nukes. All right, so I get a beautiful max attack, Kowtow Cleave. Metagross does live. Let's see if we get flinched. We do get flinched, unfortunately. Not the end of the world, though. Definitely not the end of the world. Because we can just protect here. And then we can Kowtow the Metagross. It sucks, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? If they want to Stomping, that's fine too. They should still fear me setting up Trick Room, but if they go for Stomping here, great play. If they protect me, if they predict me to protect, great play too, but whatever. Yeah, great play. But again, I'm a Kingambit at the end of the day, so they go down. Right now, their Giraffe is kind of a liability. And I do have Sturdy in the back as well, so let's see what they have. Because the only thing they can really try and do is, like, prevent my Trick Room. It is Sarah Ledge. Okay, so we definitely go for Trick Room, and we always attack Sarah Ledge, no matter what. Because you can only get one, and then we have Avalugg in the back to Psy Noise, basically stopping Sarah Ledge from doing anything. There's no reason to protect either. Maybe last turn I could have just set it up again, but I do think this gives me more odds of getting up Trick Room or just being in a better position. A Bitter Blade there. Oh my god, this mon is stupid. But I always knew it was stupid. And they T-Bolt Gambit. Nice. And the amazing thing is, now I can go out to Avalugg with Trick Room up. They cannot Shadow Sneak. And we can go right for Rock Slide plus Psy Noise. My goat is in. Also, my goat's not going to miss because it's my goat. I guess my best play is actually just to double attack this thing. I should just be safe. Like, I'm pretty sure Rock Slide smokes it, but just to be safe with Thunderbolt plus that, because Avalugg's not going to die ever. And if they have close combat plus whatever, we're good. So, nice little 99% accurate Rock Slide. Let's go. And a Thunderbolt goes off, so we knock out their Giraffe. They can never Shadow Sneak me, plus they can't Bitter Blade this turn if they want. If they do Bitter Blade, I don't care. And then my Avalugg, my Kyrgyz is here. And there it is, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Even if they had CC, they couldn't win the game because I had, what's it called? That's 99%. Let's go, Kyrgyz. Let's go. Look at the table. I love the table. I've used this Pokemon probably more than anybody in 6v6 singles. And that is not like an exaggeration. If you go back to a lot of my streams, this Pokemon's on about 130 teams a month. And not even, again, in 6v6. So the table did it. It did its job. We were able to get rid of that. And let's go. Happy with how it started out. So we're going to go ahead and get another game, guys. We'll be right back. Okay, Sun is scary, but this is why we have you. Chandler matches up really well in the Sun. Unironically, stopping spread moves with Avalugg plus Rock Slide I think is really strong here. I guess last mon would be Gambit. Because it gives me a matchup into the Floette if they decide to bring it. It's also good into Farig too. Yep. I think that makes the most sense here. Let's see. Again, Wide Guard is going to be pretty cool here from Avalugg if we ever need to. But just the fact that Chandler exists is going to be really good too. Because Heat Waves are very strong into my opponent. Wow, they're on a 9-game win streak. Okay, good for me. They'll fake me out here. Can't really stop them. And they'll probably go for Trick Room, right? I'm just going to double attack if I can. I could see them actually ignoring going for Fake Out. And what they end up doing here is they're just going right for the attack into Instant or attack into Chandler to break it down because they have Fire types in the back. Plus bring out something like... Yeah, exactly. Plus go for Trick Room so they can gather guys. So this is why I went for this. First off, this lets my Kangaskhan be incredibly slow into Trick Room. They might also... They probably die. I don't think they're Citrus on this team. Yeah! Alright, beautiful. So we get rid of Incineroar. We're -2 speed now. We are -2 speed on our Kangaskhan. And they most likely went for Trick Room for us. Like, this is just the best turn ever. This is definitely the best turn ever. Because they're not going to be able to touch Chandelure. Plus, they're going to have to go Torkoal. Boost my Chandelure, give me a super strong Heat Wave, and then kind of go from there. Probably Pyroar last, right? What's my speed stat? Torkoal's still faster. Alright, they're going to Helping Hand plus do that, but I just go for Heat Wave because I have Wide Guard next to it. Yep. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, they Weather Ball without KO me, which is smart. Oh, you know, I feel like I always say this about Kangaskhan, but my gosh, is this Mon absolutely insane. And then we get the Sun Boosted Heat Wave, which will probably knock out that Mon. We go down, and then positionally, we get to bring out the slowest Mon under Trick Room, Avalugg on the field. Woo! Get out of there! Thanks for the Trick Room. And I understand their turn 1. If I'm not Hammer Arm, their turn 1 works a lot better. They probably live. Or not. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm bringing out my goats. Kyrgyz is in! Look at him! And there's the Pyroar. Unfortunately for you, my friend, you have given me way too much. I might be nervous about my berries. I don't care. So we stopped the 9-game win streak. I'm sorry. It's okay. 9-game win streak is still a really good title. Still a good title. All right. Let's go. Use a fire types 500 times. I've only used them 500 times. I guess I don't use too much Incineroar, to be honest. But I use a lot of Scovillain. I guess that was more tournament. Okay, Pex is annoying. With who I want to bring Gambit. Gambit's amazing here. I think I'd bring Gambit plus Decidueye. Yeah, because Decidueye ignores Rage Powder, but is that even that good for me? It's definitely these two. Not Chandelure. There's too many dark types. Being dark types doesn't matter, but there's too many dark types that resist fire, rather. SD lets me ignore the passive turns of Toxapex. And then Decidueye just ignores Intimidate and farms. I'm a little weak to you, but I like you ignoring Rage Powder too. And then I get a Brave Bird off into Staraptor. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I kind of like this mode. It gives me Trick Room immediately. They have some slow Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but we can fake out Incineroar immediately. Just get my chip, and then I can go for like Hammer Arms and stuff like that. Again, I'm still learning as I'm playing, you know? Alright, so we have Psy Noise, which is going to be really good. Whether they get a Reflect or not, it's still my play is to always fake out the Staraptor. And then get up Trick Room, which they can't stop because they can't priority taunt me. And Foul Play does a decent chunk, but we should be okay. The thing is they're going to have Sinistcha on the back, right? So we got to be worried about that. But if they protect this turn, they can't protect next turn. Oh. Sinistcha? Toxapex. Okay, I'm okay with this. Because this gives me Gambit in the other slot, and they haven't already Mega Evolved. This is really good. Okay, this is good. Because I can switch. Take out there. Woo, I do so much damage to you, buddy. They go for Light Screen, which is fine. I get a Trick Room up. I think I want to go Gambit next and SD. Gambit on the Kangaskhan side. And then Psy Noise. Toxapex. Annoying ass Toxapex. I'm just going to be real. Yeah, that mon's annoying. Alright, so we Psy Noise here. Just stop recovery. And then again, this gives me a free turn of SD. And then I have Psy Noise plus Iron Head Pressure into Staraptor. I think this can be one, but I think I have to play it well. I do have the Chople, which I don't know if that lets me live Staraptor's close combat. They go for Baneful Bunker, which I'm okay with. I assume it's a Reflect plus Baneful Bunker? Yep, that's fine. I mean, not fine necessarily, but you know, that's Mons. Okay, so we get an SD up. I'm kind of hoping that I do live the the hit from Raptor because of the Chople. I could run a calc, but not sure if the calculator is slang. This is fine though. The same thing as before. Again, SD for those passive turns. If they have Spirit Break, that's fine. If it's like a fighting move on Grimmsnarl, that's a little annoying, but again, I have the Chople, but I want to keep my top. Yeah, so they go for Toxic, which is fine. And they're forced to CC into this slot. Do they side? They didn't side Parting Shot. Alright, so we actually have pressure now from SD, which is good. Foul Play is okay. I think what I want to do is, after the Psy Noise, stopping its left recovery. Because next turn they definitely Baneful Bunker, right? What we want to do, I think, is a double attack into the Grimmsnarl slot. With Iron Head plus my attack after, I believe. I think Iron Head plus Thunderbolt is pretty good. It should knock out Grimmsnarl, but if they want to go out to like Staraptor, they're going to take a lot. Psynoise is also decent if I'm confident that I'll knock it out with +2 Iron Head, but I don't know the team that well, right? These are teams that you learn while playing, and as you play and as you get your practice games in and things like that. Right, so they go for Infestation, which is fine. Not fine, but it is what it is. It be. +2 Iron Head. All right, Grimmsnarl goes down. Beautiful. I mean, they got maximum turns of screen, so I wouldn't say it's like the greatest thing in the world, and I'm toxic. It kind of comes down to how much they do to me. Big Para. How much does Gambit take from Staraptor? It comes down to what I think the Staraptor is like EV-wise. Because if it's like no defense investment or anything. They give me a boost here, which is fine. What is the close combat doing? Okay, I can actually live depending on if I knock out Pex here. But I don't want to knock out Pex. I don't think I want to knock out Pex. What did I just click? Okay, I don't think Psynoise KOs Pex. I think they Baneful Bunker plus Protect this turn. Which I think is, if they don't, I think that's a misplay. But I could be wrong. We have Fake Out Pressure as well and Trick Room up again next turn. They should always protect their Staraptor. What are their final Gambit Raptor on this team? Then I messed up. Because I assume this is going to be Sinistcha. Yeah. Do they Mega Evolve No Protect? Mega Evolve No Protect would be interesting. Because they have to fear me having Protect on game. Well, they don't have to fear me game. Alright, they do Protect. Just fair. They're going to Rage Powder here and get the CC off. Because they switched out Toxapex, they can't Matcha Gotcha this turn with Sinistcha. And I'm no longer infested. So what I actually do this turn is, depending on the Raptor, like I said, depending on the EVs, they can't Matcha Gotcha, so they can't attack with Sinistcha. I go for Trick Room plus that. I assume they Rage Powder this turn, right? So I just go for my strongest move into Sinistcha, and I go for Trick Room again. Because if we Psynoise, and then have Brave, I'm hoping that Psynoise with Brave Bird Pressure and stuff can do it. There's also a world where I just live every attack here, so again, if I live the CC, it's a roll to kill me if there's no investment. Okay, cool. So that's good. No Rage Powder. I guess I messed up by not attacking. Oh, they CC that slot. Interesting. Oh, Giraffe, you're so good, man. Giraffe is so good. The Giraffe is so good. Like, dying on your last breath, bro. On your last breath, you're like, I got you, Joey. My goat. I want to go you. They have quite a few turns left of Reflect. We 100% ignore Toxapex, and we just go for Iron Head into Brave Bird. I assume they go Sinistcha or Protect or whatever. They might not fear. They might not even Protect because they might not fear Brave Bird. Maybe Staraptor just lives and they win the game anyway, right? The thing is, if they KO Brave Bird guy, we're good. I don't know. It has Reflect and it has +1 defense. Maybe they expect me to Protect on Gambit, even though I'm SD. Baneful Bunkers, whatever. Is it Baneful Bunker versus Protect? It's not. So we get an Iron Head. This gives us a 20% flinch chance because they did nerf it. And we get a Brave Bird off. Life Orb, Adamant. It is through Reflect. They are +1. They barely survive. They do barely survive. And they flinch because Gambit is the GOAT. Oh my god. Okay, so now I have a very easy turn. Because it's just Kowtow into Toxapex, which will KO it, and it's Brave Bird into Toxapex. Because they have to protect Staraptor and then switch into Sinistcha. Oh, yeah, that was it, man. Look at the Decidueye. Look at Saf. Let's go Saf Witch. Obviously, again, a little lucky there. But, I mean, it's going to happen, unfortunately. Sucks when it happens to you. When it happens for you, it's like, hey, but, yeah. I think it kind of depends on who they attack there, though, because I always had Brave Bird to ignore Rage Powder. And then, like, the Decidueye could clean up next to my guy. But, again, it would have been really close. So, we'll see. Anyway, let's get another one. We got one. Okay, mister, I'm going to crit every Pokemon. I think it's Kanga plus Farig. We're going to ignore their Pokemon completely here. Avalugg deals with that guy. The thing is, this is bad in a Metagross mode if I do this. Because Avalugg's good in the Avalugg's good in everybody but Metagross and I guess Camera Up technically. I guess technically the Bull too. Which is why I can do this plus that. And I can probably go for Body Press CC. These guys are just good. They just get things done. This looks like the crit team, basically. The thing is, if they get up Trick Room, it could be bad. I could literally go double... Well, that's not terrible. Double Trick Room mode. Forgo the Gambit, which is good into everybody, but doesn't hit their Gambit. I could try that. I'll try things once, you know. I'll try things once. I'll see. I want to learn from this. Because, like, I like the Decidueye, but it's bad in the Metagross. And I've used this team where it's like you Pinsir and you Anger Point crit and you go for game with that, which I think Farigiraf shuts down. So I think they might go Metagross mode, which is why I want Channeler for that. Okay, so they did go Metagross mode, and it's Scarf Camera Up on this build. So I want everybody to know this is Scarf Camera Up. I am going to fake out said Camera Up, and we're going to go for a Trick Room. You know, if they had given Metagross Trick Room, well, then what was the point of making Bronzong? Of them on, right, in Gen 4, but God, imagine Metagross with Trick Room. Imagine Mega Metagross with Trick Room. It's not like the greatest speed here, but you just run Hammer Arm, Trick Room, and then your double stab. Yeah, we fake out the Camel. I'm fairly confident the Camel is Scarf on this build, but I could be just absolutely wrong. Yeah, that is a not invested Camel. That is a Scarf Camel. Yep, you see how Camera Up moved before Metagross? They explode there. Okay, they have gotten rid of 2 of their Pokemon. And none of mine. You know, I faked out the right Mon. Alright, so we got Trick Room up. We can't be Encored here. So they definitely brought Mega Pinsir plus the... It's Mega Pinsir plus Tauros. Tauros with Aqua Jet. And the whole thing is that they're supposed to go for Storm Throw into Tauros and kind of go from there. But, yeah. Again, I've used this team on Blunder's Candle, so it's Pinsir plus Tauros. Should be. Yep. Okay, what we want to do here... I think we're going to just double attack the Tauros. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we win. I think it's Mystic Water Tauros or Citrus. I don't remember if they changed. Like, they could have changed it. But the idea is that they have to use Storm Throw into it. But I'm under Trick Room. They can't quick attack. They can't do anything annoying to me, right? They can't stop me from attacking. And then the reason I was getting rid of Tauros is because my last 2 Pokemon are super good into Pinsir. So, and if they protect Tauros and attack one of my Pokemon, well, then I get one of those Mons out, and then I get the Psychic Noise damage off on Tauros, and then I can bring out, like, my Avalugg and go for Rock Slide, and then Rock Slide plus that. We should be able to win because Chandler's Focus Sash in the end game. Okay. Definitely these 2. Trick Room goes up unless they're taunt. Avalugg good because Rock Slide and Mountain Gale looks insane in this end game. And I'm low-key thinking... Gambit for Sucker Pressure? Or would I rather go you as a secondary Trick Room option if things go bad? I guess Gambit for Sucker Pressure helps me out in that regard. Because I have Wide Guard to stop blizzards, to stop heat waves, to stop eruptions, to stop earthquakes, right? So like I feel like that's just strong in general. We'll see. I'm very much enjoying this team though, Shiny Sopheon. They've been a long time sub, and I appreciate them passing this. I saw them tweet about this team, and I was like, yo, you are using some of the coolest Pokemon ever. I need you to please give me your team. Please. Okay, here, I'm definitely going to go for Fake Out on Pyroar. Do they have Frigg in the back? No. We're going for Fake Out on Pyroar, and we're going to go for Trick Room. Because this gives me Wide Guard pressure next turn. I don't even think I need Wide Guard pressure, to be honest, but we'll see. They might also just Protect and give me Trick Room, which I'll be okay with too. But we basically just want to weaken Pyroar because we don't care as much about Torkoal because Chandelure walls it. Technically, Chandelure also walls everything. Garchompion comes out, which is even better for Avalugg. Let's go. So I get Chip, I break a potential Focus Sash, which might be on the other Mon, but I break a potential Focus Sash. I wonder if they actually go for Eruption here too, because I have Chandelure out on the field. But yeah, Breaking Sash is good. Ooh, that is super offensive. Maybe Life Orb? That did so much damage. 31%? Quick maps. They go for Earth Power. Oh my god. Okay, them being Earth Power is a little bit annoying. I'll be honest. Yeah, them being Earth Power is super annoying. Why you Earth Power, bro? I'm gonna Double Edge into Torkoal. And simply Protect. They might Eruption plus Rock Slide, but I feel like that's not... Oh, why is it Earth Power? That's bad. Eruption Protect, though, gives so much damage off on Torkoal. So I guess I should have faked out the Torkoal just in case, because technically, I was just worried about Kangaskhan going down to Overheat immediately, but I guess getting in my Avalugg would have been better. Okay, so they didn't go for Eruption, luckily, so I get a Double Edge off on Torkoal, which is really good. Because the big thing is, two things. Putting it in range of a Sucker Punch / Rock Slide, and then actually being able to damage it with something else. They go for Dragon Claw here. Please crit. They don't. Let's go for Ice Punch. We want to keep Chandelure alive. Chandelure is important. Again, Heat Wave would be really weird, right? We're just going to go Gambit. Basically, as long as we have something to stop Pyro from clicking fire moves. Really cool have a use of Earth Power. You don't see a lot of that on Torkoal. Typically, you see triple fire move. Maybe you'll see the occasional Solar Beam. Sometimes Helping Hand, Burning Jealousy. But usually Heat Wave, Eruption, Weather Ball. I'm saving you, though. Maybe they fear Sucker Punch, so they Protect. They do not. They fear no man. But we do KO Garchomp and ourselves, which is important. Get that out of here. I think we go down to Recall. I didn't see how much. I feel like we were at 14. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have Torkoal in Sucker Punch range, which is amazing. And then we bring out my GOAT, who also happens to have Sturdy. Which means it has a built-in Focus Sash. And Chandelure, even though its Sash is broken, is still there to help me out. Well, they have Ninetales in the back. Nice. Feel like I can just Sucker Punch plus... Sucker Punch would do 28 plus Rock Slide, right? No reason not to. They want to switch into Pyroar. They're coming in on a Rock Slide from Kyrgyz. Blizzard won't deal with it. This doesn't... What is Torkoal going to switch because of Heat Wave? Like, are you just going to go for Heat Wave? You die at 28. So, like, you definitely die at 28. So we get a full power Rock Slide. We also have an Ice-type defense boost. Doesn't matter at all because they have only special attackers. But, you know, sometimes you want to fill the commentary. You feel me? They go for Blizzard. That's cool. God, Kyrgyz took so much. And at this point, we just kowtow. How many turns of Trick Room are there? 2, 1? Oh, we Rock Slide, 99% accuracy. Maybe we kowtow. Even if they get like a Veil, maybe Ninetales might even be Scarf on this team, considering it's double fire, so you want to be able to KO Garchomp as quickly as you want. But again, we might be able to make use of the Wide Guard in the following turn, which is what I'm looking for. That's fine by me. Maybe a Double Protect. Nice. Okay, that's fine. And then I believe the play is Wide Guard plus KO Ninetales, and then it's Pyroar into this. But if it's Pyroar's, we Wide Guard here always. I'm just gonna go for the KO on Ninetales. Wide Guard prevents Blizzard plus Heat Wave. In general, it's just good here. Oh, they try for that. They try now to play Sucker Punch plus go for Heat Wave, maybe to kill my Mons. But we do have the Wide Guard. We KO that. Yep. There's Avalugg. Let's go, Avalugg! And we KO Ninetales here. And at this point, we just sucker Pyroar plus Wide Guard spam. That way we can bring out Chandelure, and then we just double tackle both. Yeah, let's go, Avalugg! I love that even though they had multiple fire types, 3 fire types on their team. Did they have an Incineroar? Maybe they might have 4. I know they had Talonflame, Torkoal, and Pyroar. But I love that even though they had 3 fire types on their team, confirmed, I don't know about the rest, that this was just, Avalugg was still really, really, really good. Them having Earth Power definitely threw a wrench, though, in the plan. But it worked out. Okay, crazy team. Sun mode. Typically, you want to bring Chandelure, but I'm leaning more, I mean, you always bring Avalugg into this mode as well. Because, like, look at Rock Slide, look at Body Press, all that stuff. I just want to bring this because they have Fake Out mode. And then in the back, we want to be able to OHKO stuff. So I feel like it's you. Because you have CC and things like that. You don't care about anything. It could also just be Chandelure because Chandelure is just the GOAT. I guess it could be Chandelure, but I'm a little worried about if I'm forced to click Wide Guard with one and then they attack, then I can't attack with it. But I guess that doesn't matter. There might be back Chandelure. But I'm also worried about Umbreon, so F it. Let's just go this. Does this work out for me? Find out. But we should be EV to live a Weather Ball from Zard. So even if they go for Rig plus like that, so I can't Fake Out, I'm just gonna double edge into the Charizard and trick him if I can. Ooh, I guess this mode is weak to Farig though. Oh, I didn't think about that. If King is so I think I actually have to attack Farig. That's why I was leaning towards the spread move Heat Wave as well. Well, let's see if I picked wrong. If I picked wrong, I picked wrong. So be it. They're on a crazy win streak too. 2 game in the 1800s. It's good. All right, they lit off with a lot of demons. Nice Intimidate. Sorry, I was trying to look at my team, please. Maybe they roar. I like Fake Out plus switching into Decidueye here. Because this gives me a free... First off, it gives me a free Decidueye switch on Incin, which I want. And I can hammer on next turn. And I have CC pressure too. So we don't let this Mon move. That did a good chunk. Not enough, though. Foul play. It's whatever. It's going to do a lot. Oh, it didn't even do half. I'm chilling. Okay, here's the issue here. These two can win with just Wide Guard pressure plus that. Yeah, definitely Wide Guard plus that. All their team's slow anyway. I don't want to take extra recoil if I don't have to. So I'm going to close combat into Umbreon. Even if the Umbreon wants to switch, this is fine. Maybe they don't. I kind could also protect here. But I want to lower my speed. Because I'm actually currently faster than these two. So if I end up getting Trick Room up next turn. Woo! Let's go! Dude. It's Citrus, unfortunately. Oh, but if it blitz, it dies. If it blitz, it dies. That's big. But Decidueye is there. That's my GOAT. Decidueye's max HP. You should live one blitz, barely. They foul play, which I'll live. You should live one blitz. Oh, they go for Kanga. Oh, this is such a great turn. This is such a great turn. The world has never seen turns like these. And it's not Chople. So I get rid of the demon. Yo, why you live that so comfortably? Hey, yo, why you live that so comfortably, though? Super defensive. You leftovers, too? I don't want to Trick Room. I don't want to protect because I'm not trying to let them live a hit. So I'm going to go for Trick Room if I can. I'd rather Incineroar go down this turn. So I'm going to go for Trick Room, and I'm not going to protect. And I'm just going to double attack. Because if they Flare Blitz into me, that's fine. I don't want them wishing, is the big thing. And I think that Avalugg plus Farig can beat the rest of their team. Especially if they end up Flare Blitzing into me and dying to recoil. I don't want them wishing for free, rather. They definitely will, but it's going to be annoying. Is anything is going to be annoying? It just depends what happens this turn, too, because they might actually double attack for Farigiraf and predict me to protect. What I don't want them to do is they attack Farigiraf and then Umbreon, which Farigiraf will live because it's Farigiraf. And then Umbreon, this prevents Roar to stop Trick Room, and this also prevents like Umbreon from Wish recovering. Should I have brought Chandelure at this point? Yeah, I would have clicked Heat Wave and killed both. I'm Farig. Does this actually kill? Oh, that definitely kills. Okay, so we get up Trick Room, which is perfect. That's good. This is literally the ideal situation, right? Incineroar is gone. No more Intimidate. No nothing from Incin. And I have the GOAT Avalugg in at maximum turns of Trick Room. That's exactly what we want. That is exactly what we want. 16. My GOAT. All right, let's go, GOAT. Let's go. Scared. Thunderbolt plus Rock Slide. Okay, I'm still terrified. Don't get me wrong. But we need to be able to KO Umbreon if we can. If it's Foul Play, Helping Hand, it might not even be Protect. Okay, we land, which is perfect. We know the Citrus Berry is not on that. We actually even crit this guy, which is crazy. So we get Thunderbolt damage off too. Ooh, it dies to the next Rock Slide. Let's see if we can get up Trick Room again. Oh my god, Avalugg the GOAT! Kyrgyz is just in! Kyrgyz is now! Yep, it's probably Charizard. If it's Charizard or Garchomp, we definitely won at that point. Kyrgyz is the GOAT, man. All right, I'm happy with how we piloted that. Even if we get the flinch, I think we're putting ourselves in positions to get that flinch, you know? Also, Rock Slide's nasty regardless. It's like, Rock Slide's just a nasty move. Happy about Decidueye because I think Avalugg would have been, excuse me, like Avalugg had body press for Umbreon, but I think Umbreon would have been really annoying to take down. Okay, Chandelure for sure. It's Kangaskhan Chandelure for sure. Definitely you because you hit everybody super effective. Technically it's you, but I kind of like the Brave Bird because it's fun. Angle. I think having you in the Trick Room is super strong. I'm Ironhead, right? Yeah. I guess I might have to switch, like, at a point. Farig would mean that I don't have to actually play. Like, I could have gotten up Trick Room, and then I could have switched into Farig and then Heat Waved with Chandelure. So that was something I could have done. That might have been better. But I also want Kingambit for the resist to Froslass, as that Mon is very scary. And, yeah, we're going to try our best here and see what's up. Really cool team. Sneasler, Froslass. Okay, gonna Scrappy Fake Out on you because you do threaten me with a KO, and we're gonna try for Trick Room here. If one of them switches into Serena, that's fine, but basically, if this goes Serena, that's fine. As long as it's not Serena plus Taunt. Because then, like, positionally, look how good Heat Wave is into them. If it's taunt, that's a little scary too. But then next turn I can double attack. So great play if it is taunt. If it's Veil, I don't really care. Because they might be trying to Shadow Ball into Chandelure, which is smart. They do Shadow Ball, great play, but we end up getting up Trick Room. Cool. Yeah, I think I would have brought Farigarath. Looking at how the end game is going to go. I'm going to try and go for the double hit here. The reason I'm staying baby form is because I want to keep my Scrappy. They protect both, I assume, right? Yep. So we want to keep our Scrappy alive. And I think Double Edge into Froslass plus Heat Wave is the good play. Because it should ensure that Froslass dies. But Froslass isn't a threat. It's a Sucker Punch Mon that's a threat. So maybe I'm wrong about this turn. Last is probably Typhlosion. But I'm also really slow now, which I want to be, right? So I don't want to Mega Evolve yet. I want to keep my my Kangaskhan as slow as possible. Is it Typhlosion? It's Garchomp. Okay, so this is a really good Double Edge into that turn. Ooh, that OHKOing is disgusting. Are you serious, bro? Like, have some shame. Have some actual shame. Why you hitting like a Mega Pokemon, bro, without the Mega is crazy. Hitting like a Mega without the Mega is crazy. Okay, I have to be careful, though. Oh, they go Serena first, which is good. I don't remember seeing how much I did. I don't remember seeing how much I did to Garchomp. All right, they protect Serena. Don't protect Chandelure. don't protect Garchomp. Okay, but it's still the same thing, right? I still Double Edge into Garchomp. It's my strongest attack. We don't want to Mega Evolve because we're not trying to give Kangaskhan any unnecessary speed. Is this the play? We want to KO Garchomp here. Oh, perfect. Okay, they think I'm slower, which I probably am. They get the double protect on Garchomp, but I mean, if we KO Serena, that's good. If we don't, so be it. So they get maximum turns, which is unfortunate. We could have killed both. Or we could have killed one, but we didn't kill Serena, which is, you know, the big ones, though. We want to always get our potential speed increase here. So I think the big one is, again, we want to kill Serena, and we want to protect. There's a good chance I actually outspeed their Serena this turn. We want to protect because we want to make it that their Garchomp has to be careful. If they didn't get the double protect on Garchomp, it'd be a good spot, especially if it's Life Orb. They go for Rock Slide here. Let's see if we get flinch. We probably do. We deserve it after all this. Oh, we dodge. And they go for a Jump Kick, which doesn't KO because we get the boost. What a Goatmon, man. What a Goatmon. So they're most likely going to Rock Slide this turn. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to... Hopefully we live. That's perfect. Okay, so they're most likely going to Rock Slide this turn with Garchomp. What we want to do is we actually want to switch, in my opinion, out Chandelure because we don't want that to die. Double Edge you and switch into King Gambit. We have Sturdy preserved. We don't think they're never gonna CC into that slot, and King Gambit will live in Earthquake, right? They're gonna most likely Rock Slide plus hit that. They could also fear Sucker Punch here on Garchomp. They could Protect plus Earthquake too, which would be okay. Yeah, they CC into the slot, which is what we expect. And this is good, right? The reason this is good is because we're putting them in check position. Is it Unburden, White Herb? Perfect. Okay, so not Sash. They can't Earthquake this turn. So next turn, what we do is we Sucker Punch Garchomp. Oh, perfect. They're Life Orb too. That looks like Life Orb. Nice. They have 1 hit left. Okay, so next turn what we do is we, because they can only CC 1, we go U. We go for Mountain Gale into Sneasler, and we Sucker Punch into Garchomp. If they CC 1, they get the defense drop, so they die. And I always have Wide Guard at the end of the day. So I always go for Sucker here into Garchomp. If they protect, this is fine too, because I have Wide Guard plus Shadow Ball to win the game. Provided Mountain Gale with 93% accuracy connects, it will win. Yep, they protect there, but they have to CC 1. I have Sturdy on 1, and the other one we want it to die. Because they're going to attack King Gambit. We have Chople. We shouldn't survive at the HP we're at. If we do, that's cool. Like, obviously, that makes it GG. Yeah, we don't. But they get the -1, and then Max Attack Avalugg. We want it to land, obviously, if we can. Even if we miss here, we have Wide Guard plus Heat Wave to win the game. But we don't miss, which is beautiful. And then in order to have a guaranteed end game, all we got to do is go for Wide Guard plus Shadow Ball. All right. I brought what I needed. I brought the right Pokemon. That means they can't Rock Slide flinch me once into EQ, which is what they need to do. So we go for Wide Guard here so they can't Rock Slide, and then we click Shadow Ball. You could also argue Trick Room is good this turn, but they only have 2 Life Orb hits. And then if I spam Wide Guard, they literally can never go for the super effective move on Avalugg. So they would die to Life Orb before they actually kill me. So I think it's fine either way. Yep, there's Rock Slide, which they have to go for. Was there ways to Rock Slide flinch Avalugg and then Earthquake single target? Nice game. Man, this team is fire. This team is so fire. This team is so fire. I hope y'all enjoying this game. If you're at this point and you're not subbed, first off, I appreciate you watching 50-something minutes of my video so far. But if you are enjoying it at this point, feel free to subscribe. On my way to 500,000. Again, no pressure, though. This team is very, very fun. All right, let's get another one. Be right back. Okay, we got some scary mons, but this is definitely a Farigarath game. Rain Charizard means it's Hurricane Charizard. We definitely bring you, because you click CC and Brave Bird into everybody. And I think because I'm seeing Charizard, I bring you. You have Spread Move and you have Body Press damage. It's tough. I'm not sure. It might have been King Gambit last. Oh, you're so cute. Go lay down over there, okay? We'll play in a bit. Sure, all right, nice. And she was like, oh, cool, we finished. Let's go play. Okay, that's usually what I say after I'm done. Big stretch. Nice. Mimikyu or Chaladon. Alright, we get Fake Out in Scrappy form on Mimikyu. Let me go for Trick Room here. They could have immediately Electro Shot and go Pelipper, but that's fine. They don't have a way of really boosting. I assume this is Pelipper? Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I wouldn't say fine, but that's what happened that turn. Right, so we Fake Out Pelipper, break up Potential Sash, which is good. Yeah, Electro Shot into Kango. We should live. Do I want to... Do I want to attack? Oh, they Electro Shot for Rig, which is fine. Doesn't even activate my Stitches. That's crazy. That's really bulky. All right, so Trick Room goes up. We should be able to Thunderbolt unless they're Walk On. Am I worried about giving our Chaladon too many boosts? Yes. Am I going to do it anyway, though? Yes. I'm about to give him free 2 boosts. Pelipper switches out. Maybe Mimikyu comes out. Mimikyu being played like Sinistcha at this point. T-Ball is fine, though. They expect Double Edge. T-Ball does bust the Disguise, which is good. And I get a strong Hammer Arm off from that. Maybe this wasn't the play. Maybe Channeler was actually good in the endgame too. Yeah, we busted the Disguise, which is important. I like that they changed the Disguise. So obviously they did it a couple of generations ago, but that way you can't have a free Focus Sash plus Disguise. Disgusting work, because you always take this chip, so you never have Focus Sash. Unless you're fighting like a Mon that ignores it. That's big damage. That's big damage. They can reset Trick Room if they try, but if they KO Farigarath, this is better for me. Because then I get into Decidueye. So we actually want them to KO Farigiraf. And ideally, it doesn't live on 2% because it's Farigiraf and it always lives on 2%. Like, literally. Took nothing there. We want to Psy Noise into Ice Punch on the, I think, the Mimikyu slot. Noobish will outspeed Farigiraf, though, so it might actually activate a Citrus soon. Yeah, because we expect them to protect here. This has 2 chances to freeze, too. What'd I say? It has 2 chances to freeze. Shoot, it has 2 chances to freeze. Why would I lie? Oh, and it lived on 2, too. So it actually did matter. They do thaw immediately. And they go for Play Rough. If it's Life Orb and it's a double down, that's really good for us. I hope it's Life Orb. Because everybody runs Life Orb. Yes. Okay, so the freeze didn't matter. And we still positionally get in a great Mon here. Because I have a strong CC in Arch. Life Orb CC should still be able to kill Arch. And I have Side Noise into the other guy. Let's see. It is Charizard. Rain Charizard's annoying. Gonna click Hurricane and all that BS. I think I always still CC in Arch. Thunderbolt into you. Maybe they think that Archaludon lives the hit. I would actually love if they don't switch this turn. But if they do, then they give up their defense boost, and I have Rock Slide pressure, so. And Body Press. We'll see. I'm hoping they think they live, and that they don't actually live. So it looks like they stayed in. So we should get a CC off on Arch. I think it's going to be enough to KO. Just based on Hammer Arm damage. And I know it's +2 defense, but I think it should be enough to KO. They do try for a double protect there. Very, very good turn for me. Beautiful Thunderbolt damage. Don't get a para. We don't want that. Life Orb, Adamant CC. Doesn't matter about your double defense raise. Decidueye is in. Decidueye is now. Do we live Heat Wave or do they Weather Ball here? I assume they Heat Wave. Then it's going to come down to my goats in the back. Oh my god, this Mon is stupid! Yo! This Mon is so dumb sometimes. This Mon is crazy. What? 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 Frig, you're the GOAT, man. Is it 2-turn Trick Room or 1? 2 would be very nice. It's 1, but Pelipper might not have, maybe go for this. Just in case Pelipper doesn't have, because Pelipper could be Y-Guard. So we want to go for this. They protect. Let's see if they protect on, if they protect on that, they probably don't protect on Pelipper. Yeah, so we Thunderbolt KO Pelipper. I think it's Citrus on this team, so it should die. Nice. Pelipper goes down. Yo, Farigiraf is the GOAT. Mountain Gilmon is the GOAT. Decidueye is the GOAT. I think Wide Guard plus Trick Room is also the guaranteed. Because I'll live on 1. They could Weather Ball, but like if I go for Rock Slide, they know I'm a Rock type, right? So I assume they Heat Wave, even though it's under this, and try and KO Farig. They do Weather Ball Farig. I guess this is okay anyway. Because I have Rock Slide, it's 99. So they're thinking that 99% accurate is enough. Because they don't know about my White Lens. They're definitely Hurricane, Weather Ball, Heat Wave though, right? I don't know. Let's see. What you got for this, buddy? They go for Weather Ball. We have Sturdy, so we don't care. There it is. Now, does Kajis land in front of the target it's supposed to hit? The 99% accurate Rock Slide. We do not get the 1%, and we win the game. Dude, this team is so good. Shiny Sopheon. This team is absolutely fire. It is so good. Is that a 10-game win streak? That's a 9-game win streak. This team is so fire. Like, actually such an insane team. Should I get another one? I could just put crazy win streak. I don't have to put... This team is so fun. I actually can't get over how cool this team is. Like, I genuinely cannot get over how cool this team is. I'll try for one more, for fun. It'd be cool to get a 10-game win streak. I don't think I even put 10 in the title, but it's to be fire, you know? I'm genuinely enjoying this team, though. We climbed 100+ points. Oh no, weird Pokemon. Oh no, weird Pokemon. Alright, this is for Rigorous you. Chandelure so we can Heat Wave next to whatever, maybe? We can Heat Wave next to Rock Slide. I feel like this guy beats everything, but this is bad into... Toxapex is bad. There's definitely combos they can do to just win this. Like, you're good, though. And you ignore Rage Powder, which is important. Alright, we'll try this mode. If it's Sash on Glim or Mega, I think it could be Mega on this one, too. Which means it'd be Sash on Whimsy or something. I shouldn't have gotten one more, but it'd be cool if we get another win. Also, I'm genuinely enjoying the team. Fake out Trick Room. Hope for a bad. We go for Fake Out first and Baby. Just in case you make decisions. Go for Fake Out Trick Room. They might Leech Seed immediately with Scovillain. Yeah, they do Leech Seed immediately with Scovillain, which is good. Smart. Oh, they Flame immediately. They don't Leech Seed, which is interesting. I'm okay with that. So maybe they're Giga Drain. Alright, so the Trick-if room goes up. And now what we do is we just basically attack into Scovillain as much as we can. Yeah, I knew that was getting a defense race. And a speed fell. the perfect specimen. Are you serious right now? Alright, we're going to ignore the Mon next to it. I guess technically I shouldn't ignore Como because they're going to Rage Powder anyway. We want a Psy Noise, that way they can't Leech Seed. That's the big one. We're going to get burnt on every single Pokemon in our life. But we want a Psy Noise so they can't Leech Seed. Dude, defense is heinous, man. Like, special attack, fine. Speed drop, whatever. Like, it happens. But defense is actually heinous. I knew it would get that. That's the perfect thing you want in a Trick Room, too. +2 defense, and then minus whatever. Alright, so we get a Psy Note off, and we're going to get burnt on this guy. We do a good chunk of damage there. Like, luckily they didn't Leech Seed immediately. Turn 1, I think that would have been more threatening. Could be wrong. We should go first with you. Does insane damage to you. Unfortunately, not enough. But Psy Noise does kill on the next one, it looks like. Do they Clanger Soul or... They Clanger Soul, yeah. That's fair. Can't stop that crap. Can't stop that. But yeah, the defense raise is pretty bad because I would have killed Scovillain this turn otherwise. But I mean, that's Moody, and that's why I use them on. I'm going to double attack into Como just in case they opt to try and protect Scovillain and not Como for whatever reason. Because they Rage Powder, I'm going to go double into that anyway. And I believe Psychic Noise should KO. Hopefully. So that way I actually get a little bit of chip, which is nice. Lives on friendship, which is fine. I've been doing that the whole day. I've been doing that the whole day. All right, so we get rid of Scovillain. We get rid of their Mega, which is big. We get rid of the Mon that burns everything. And I did bring the second Trick Room on, so that's good. Them having the defense drop is also super good because we can just attack the next Mon into that, and I have Avalugg in the back. And the big thing about Avalugg is Avalugg has Wide Guard, so I can protect my guy. Nice double burn, okay. But yeah, they lowered their defense back to normal. Incineroar. Oh, this is going to be tough. I'm still going to double attack you if I can. Even though it's pretty freaking obvious. And they might protect. They might not protect, though, because... I was thinking they might not protect us because they have so much going for them this turn. Because they will live every hit. But it makes more sense to do this. Okay, but next turn they can't protect, and I can Mountain Gale, which is big. I brought the Mountain Galer, right? Please tell me I brought the Mountain Galer. I did not. Okay, that's not good. I think this is my play then. Oof, I should have brought the Mountain Galer. Should have definitely brought the Mountain Galer. Okay, so this KO's instant. Yep. It's gonna come down to that I can get up Trick Room. If I freeze Como and I'm in an okay spot, depending on what their last mon is. This is why I went for Ice Punch, by the way, over Double Edge. Because I realized I need I need 2 odds to freeze this guy if I want to win from here. It's not even guaranteed win. They're gonna thaw immediately because they always do. What'd I say? Okay, we live, which is important. I feel like they always do. When there's hope, life finds a way. They haven't brought their Mega out yet, though. Oh, it was Scovillain. What am I saying? I'm glad I brought double Trick Room here, at least. But it's 100% Basculegion, right? So, is it Scarf Basculegion is a thing? But it would just attack Chandelure anyway. There's no way they give me Trick Room here. I mean, if they attack into my Decidueye with Basculegion, I have a shot. That's what I'm going for, anyway. That's literally what I'm going for, even though there's no reason to do that. Because he just Last Respects. Well played. Yeah, if Scovillain doesn't get the defense immediately, I get more turns of Trick Room, obviously. And then I could have brought in Decidueye and then gone for Side Noise plus CC and then done a lot with there. And then Chandelure could have helped me in the end game. But like that's also moody, and that's also part of the reason why I brought Decidueye to Indy. It did the exact same thing for me. So I cannot complain. I will let my guy go down proudly here. But yeah, Braber would have dealt with Como with the defense drops. CC obviously for Instant, and then Leaf Blade for Basculegion. So we do take our first L. Hey, but it took an hour and like 8 minutes of playing, which was pretty crazy with this team. So the team was definitely very, very fun. I'm going to call it at this, I think, because we still went on a crazy win streak with this team. I hope you guys all enjoyed, though. If you did, like I said, make sure you leave a like, feel free to subscribe. But let me show you the team one more time for those in the back that might... Oh, we got so much out of it. I mean, we still climbed to 1800, which is beautiful. And we got so much rewards out of this, which means we can actually stream Pokemon. Look at all those rewards. Look at all those notes. But anyway... For those that want this team, of course, like I said, feel free to try it out yourself. Shiny Sopheon. It was a really, really, really fun team. Here's the team ID. And again, here are the EVs, just in case. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. And that's it. Peace, guys.